What's up, everybody? My name is BlueStreakTF, and I'm coming at you with a video review of Transformers Age of the Prime's Alchemist Prime. Alright, before we get into the Alchemist Prime figure himself, we're first going to take a look at his packaging. So here is Alchemist Prime's packaging in the really cool new style that they've been doing for their Studio Series and Age of the Prime's figures. I think it looks super cool. Up here, you have an Autobot logo because it's Transformers, more than meets the eye. Up there across the top, it transforms from robot to truck. Do not give this to a kid below 7 years of age for obvious reasons. And then over here we have a picture of Alchemist Prime with his lenses split up into daggers, which look super cool. And here we have a picture of him in his off-road Jeep type alternate mode. Looks super awesome. Big red Transformers across the bottom, gold band with Age of the Primes. He is part of the 13 original Primes. His name is Alchemist Prime. There is his logo right there. There's the Hasbro logo. On the side we have a larger picture of Alchemist Prime, and it looks very nice. Again, we have this continued over here. On this side we have the second or third section of the Prime's mural, where we have Solus Prime, Micronus Prime, and Alchemist Prime respectively. And it says up here, "Till all are one," in different languages. If you can read that, you're very impressive, because I can only just read that English one. He is a deluxe class, again in multiple languages, if you can read that, although it's pretty obvious what it says. On the back you have product shots, so you know what you're getting if you don't know already. Here we have Alchemist's lenses with some Cybertronian text. If someone knows the translation of that, please let me know. I think that would be super cool to figure out. Anyway, and then you've got all your warnings and your copyright information on there. Authentic Transformers, there's the barcode. On the bottom, more words and stuff. On the top, just have his name. And that is about it for the packaging. I probably spent too long talking about it, so oh well. Alright, and here we have Alchemist Prime himself. He is this super cool off-road Jeep inspired looking thing, and I really like this alt mode. It looks super fantastic. You got some really nice sort of greenish gold there with some silver paint. Really nice translucent windshield up front. Got little bits of silver there. Headlights probably could have used some paint. That's all right. Then you got his chest detailing on the bottom. Some gray wheels. Got his hand sticking out the back, but hey, he's a deluxe. What can you do? He doesn't roll super great because he has snapped-on wheels. He doesn't have pinned wheels. Which is a little bit of a disappointment, but that's all right. He does come with these two lens accessories called the lenses of Alchemist Prime, which you can just snap them together like so. And we'll go over this part of them a little bit more in robot mode. But the basic thing that they can do is they can change the molecules of different matter. So they can take, for an example, they can take like stone or metal and turn it into gold or chocolate or just kind of whatever. So that's really interesting. But they do have these little, come on. They do have these little knives on the top, which are molded very nicely. These whole pieces are molded very, very well out of a nice translucent blue. You can see he's got his logo on there. And then on this side, it does have little blasters, which you can peg these things onto the top of his vehicle mode, like so, to give him sort of an armored truck look to it. Personally, I prefer storing them like this, with the knives pointing forward. It just gives it a little bit more of a streamlined look to it. But anyway, so I'm gonna get the primes in here and we'll do a quick size comparison. So here is Alchemist Prime with Solus Prime, Alpha Trion, and Prima Prime, all in their alternate modes. So you can kind of see how they scale together, which doesn't look half bad in my opinion. Alright, now we're going to get down to the transformation of Alchemist Prime. So first what you want to do here is just pop the windshield up like that, and then this joint, just pull the whole thing forward. It's really stiff on mine. And then these two little tabs go into those two little notches right on the hood. Right, like so. This honestly looks kind of cool by itself, like this. Like, it's like an open air troop transport, in my opinion. And anyway, so then you want to come here and split these sections on the top here. There we go. And so those will just open up like that. And then what you can do here, oh, this is already kind of uncoming apart. All right, then you just want to take the arms, pull them up, take the knee joints and bend them down, separating this away from that little tab there. And then separate the arms apart, bring these panels out to the side. Those will rotate down, and then that tab will go into that slot right there. And you can just collapse that together, fold the arm down, and unfold the hand. Same on this side. This will just come out. That'll collapse in. I'll snap together, rotate that down, fold the hand. All right, straighten out the legs. Come here, pull the feet out, separate them, close these panels around the legs. I think that's super clever. We'll talk about that a little more in robot mode. Rotate his waist around like so. Come here, take his chest, open it up, and fold out his head. Close it up, and there you go. There is Alchemist Prime in his robot mode. And this guy is great. Like, tell me that this guy doesn't look cool. Like, he looks like an intimidating little guy, but is super nice, you know? He looks big and beefy, but has really, really kind spark. Bringing him right in close here, you can see his face sculpt, which looks really, really cool. I love his goggles, the blue paint on the eyes, the silver on his face, and his mustache and goatee. That is super, super cool. And then you got more of that greenish gold, I don't really know what to call that, paint. And then some silver paint with some really nice molded detail. Got some more silver on his arms, big thick hands, and then we can see these kneecap detailings that we saw before on the vehicle mode, and his little shoes. Make me think of like Bumblebee's feet in Transformers 1, actually. yeah, I really like the way that his legs transform, you know, with, you know, that being all hollow, but it's completely covered up. I think that is super, super neat little trick. Yeah, he has like no backpack and cleans up really nicely. I love the way that this looks on his back. It's super cool. This is a great figure. Articulation wise, his head can look left, can look right, can look up some, can look down some. He has a 360-degree waist joint. His shoulders can go all the way around. They can go out 90 degrees. He has a bicep swivel. He has an elbow bend, which gets to right about 90 degrees. He doesn't have a wrist swivel, but his hands can go inward. His hips can go forward. They can go back. They can do the full splits. It's a thigh rotation. It's a little bit over 90 degrees knee bend. It's an ankle tilt, and that's about it for feet movement. All right. Now we'll do a quick size comparison with the other primes. Here's a quick size comparison of Alchemist with the 3 other primes so far in their robot modes. Alright, now for his accessories. First off, they can just be pegged onto his arms like so, or like so. So he can either have a little blaster going, or a little knife going, or he can just hold them in his hand like that. And you can have a little knife going there, a little knife action going on. Or you can snap these together like so, and straighten out his arms like this. Alright, and then get his arms straightened out like so. And then these will just plug into his hands like that. And now he can turn your birthday cake into a pile of bricks. Except he wouldn't, because he's a nice guy. You're a nice prime, aren't you, Alchemist? Yeah. So he'll turn a pile of bricks into your birthday cake. How's that sound? Alright, yeah. So there he is with his lenses. And I think that just about wraps it up for this video. So yeah, well, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please consider leaving a like on this video. Please consider subscribing, help support the channel. Right, I'm forgetting how to say words right now. Yeah, leave a comment, tell me what you thought of this figure if you got him already, or maybe just tell me what you thought of this review, figure overall. Yeah, once again, thank you, and remember that Jesus loves you. He's always looking out for you, and he'll never leave or forsake you. Thank you. See you next time.